just got to the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I've never been inside. I used to drive past this all the time when I went to school in Indiana, but never stopped. Figured on our way up to Indiana, might as well stop, see the museum, and we're also going to take a tour of the factory. Now, for those of you in an RV, there is RV parking behind the museum. They don't allow overnight stays, but there's a ton of room here. Unfortunately, Leo is not allowed in the museum, so he's going to have to hang out in the RV while we're in gawking at all the cool cars.
1953 was the first year they came out with the Corvette, and only 300 were made. They were polo white with red interior, just like the one behind me, and this is actually number 262. It is absolutely beautiful, although I prefer the red one over there that was produced in 1954. Standing next to the all-aluminum frame for Corvette Z06. I can pick it up with one hand. Pretty light.
So the garage behind me, they're actually working on a couple cars, and it makes me really miss my garage when we lived in Los Angeles.
Collapsed on February 12, 2014. There's a giant sinkhole. All of these cars fell in.
So these are the Corvettes that fell into the sinkhole. A couple of them have been restored because they weren't badly damaged. A few others are like squashed tin cans. It's kind of scary to see what can happen when a few cars fall into a hole. It's also pretty impressive. So I guess this is what happens when a Corvette owner wishes they had bought a Jeep instead.
We just finished our tour of the Corvette Museum here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Once the tour ended, we ended up in this beautiful hall of brand new Corvettes. And as it turns out, when you buy your new Corvette, you can pay an extra $1,000 to have the museum delivery option. You get to display your car here. You get a full walkthrough of exactly how your Corvette works. We actually just saw a couple pick up their Corvette, and hearing the engine in this room is actually pretty spectacular. Then you get to get in your Corvette and actually drive right out of the museum. John and Michelle, I love your Corvette and I love this color. The shark gray is actually being discontinued. I think if I bought a Corvette, I'd probably go with the museum delivery option. Why not? let's take a poll. If you think we should dump the RV and Jeep for a Corvette, leave a comment below.
I vote for getting rid of the RV for one of these. So if you love Corvettes or just cars in general, this is an awesome museum to come to. There is a ton of history. They have all of the classic cars, even the original 1953 Corvette. Kate's favorite in the entire museum was actually a Corvair. So what they did was, it was a Corvette-Corvair hybrid, and that was her favorite one. So her favorite one wasn't even a complete Corvette. But that said, I love the new Z06s. They're supercharged. I want to get one in shark gray and just leave tire marks all over the road.
What have you been up to?